What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Kyusha Limit. I'm Dougie B, and I got to apologize. It's been a couple weeks since I got anything uploaded on the channel. Last video you would have saw was about the POW, and just had lots of things going on in the interim here. Had to pick up a new truck and some other stuff that just needed to get done on that. And I'll show you guys at a later date, but not really pertain to the channel so much. And yeah, just had to take a little bit of a break from these units here. So we're back to working on them now. I struggled a little bit to find some of the parts that I needed for the 510 without paying like a fortune. I didn't want to dump a ton of money into that car, because we all know we got to save it for the juicy stuff here. So yeah, I think I found a rad, and I found a couple other things that I needed, and we'll get that thing back running, operational, and kind of get it out of the way so that we can move on to this car and the Camry, which I haven't really done a full introduction on yet, but I will. But I want to show you guys a couple things that we got for this car that we're going to be doing, like kind of the first things that will be coming up on the channel in the next few episodes. And I wanted to kind of give a little bit of guidance too. I'm trying to not jump from car to car too much, even though I have lots of stuff and parts already for these two cars. And even now I got something additional for that car that I'll show you guys at a later date as well. But I really wanted to kind of get the Wagon done and out of the way. So I know it's not the most popular car on the channel. I think it's cool, but I get that a lot of you guys would rather see this stuff. So I'm trying to rush it through, get it done. And truthfully, probably gonna sell that Wagon just so that we have more money to dump into these two, or these three, I should say. And these are gonna be kind of the main focus of the channel. So anyways, wanted to kind of update you guys. Apologize, it's been a couple weeks getting other stuff done. But let's kind of show you a few of the things that we're gonna focus on to begin with this car. First things first, I got a rear bumper here. This is not a Series 1 rear bumper, so the bumperettes are a little bit different, but nonetheless, it's better than no rear bumper. So we're gonna get that put on the car. We're also probably gonna remove the wing from the car. Luckily, I believe, I haven't taken it off. I believe the previous owner just double-sided taped it on. So that's super sick. I wanna take that off, get the rear bumper on, and then I wanna correct these emblems like I had mentioned in the last video. I got new trim for the vent trim here. It's sitting right up there. And then it's the seats. So it's the new old, or the, shouldn't say new old stock, the reproduction covers, but they look like the original, very, very true to the original seat covers. So we're gonna work on that. And chrome trim in here, chrome trim in here. Obviously the emblem on the other side. And then that's gonna be it for this car for a little while. I do have wheels on order from Japan. I'll show you guys those when they arrive, but they're not here yet. So that'll kind of be a wrap on this car for now. I don't know if I'm gonna jump into the air dam right away. I think we're gonna keep this as a bit of a runner and driver so we can do some cool cruising videos and show you guys what's going on. While we also work on the Camry, which I don't wanna show too much of. I wanna do like a nice cool kind of reveal video on that car. So anyways, for right now, we're gonna throw back to working on the Wagon. Don't mind the dirt bike parts there. I took the track kit off the bike, threw it back to tires for summer. We're gonna get a rad. We're gonna get it running again, get it driving, and then we're gonna kind of decide from there what route we want to go with it. And yeah, I'll flip back here. I just wanted to kind of show you guys what's going on and keep you updated on where I've been the last couple weeks. And yeah, let's dive right into it. This will probably be a fairly short episode. I don't want. Guys, just want to show you, I made a giant disaster, of course. Anytime I've tried to drain coolant, it doesn't go where I want it to anyway, so I just said screw it, let it all go into what was left of the pans down there, but most of it ended up on the floor. This is not a hard job, but I just wanted, maybe there's guys in here that are super new to working on cars, don't know what to do. Essentially, once you've got your hoses disconnected, so in this case, there's just this hose here, like that, 2 hose clamps, super easy, pry it off, try not to rip the hose. There's a second one down here. You can see at the very, very bottom. I'll try to zoom in there for you. You can see it's at like a bit of an angle there. That's your lower one. And also just a hose clamp, super easy. and then take off your rad cap, all your coolant will come out. And then it's just 4 bolts on old cars like this that hold the rads. There's one there, one on the bottom. Same thing on the other side. This is the last little one right here. I've already loosened it, so it's just hand tight. So take that off. And yeah, this one also has a little temp sender unit here. I think that's what it is. Actually, I'm not 100% sure, but just 2 Phillips to remove that, and then the whole rad will just lift out. This rad's been rebuilt before. Usually when they've been rebuilt, they have a tag on them from where they're rebuilt. Pacific Radiators in Edmonton, that's where this car's from. So yeah, I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I don't wanna put an aftermarket rad in because I think it'll kind of ruin the look of the car. So I'm actually gonna go take this into Citywide Radiator here in Calgary and see if they can repair it for me. Hopefully it doesn't cost like too much. I don't want to pay more than what a new rad's going to cost, but I'd like to keep it looking OEM and have the OEM mounts and stuff. So yeah, we're going to rip this out and move on to the carb. Guys, forgot there's actually, because this is an automatic, totally forgot it's gonna have a cooler on the bottom for the transmission. So I missed those 2 lines. They're also just hose clamps. Super easy. The shred definitely looks like it's seen some better days. Not sure what they're gonna tell me when I take it in, but fingers crossed that they can repair it or fix it. When we do the manual swap, I'll just plug these off probably, but I'll keep them on for now just in case, because if I don't find a tranny right away or whatever, I still won't be able to drive the car. Here's the plug. This is how you should properly drain it, but I was just being lazy because I always make a mess anyways, didn't really give a shit, and just drained it out of the lowers and the upper. So yeah, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna rip this over to Citywide Radiator and get it in there so they can get working on it, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna work on the rest of this. So guys, so just push the wagon back into the garage here, got the blue car out of the way, and I wanna get diving into this thing and just kind of show you guys where I left off. I have a ton of footage of me like disassembling the carb and attempting to reassemble it, and there was like some parts that were different in the rebuild kit. I actually ended up losing a little piece that goes below the jet. I don't know where it is. I looked for it forever. Honestly, wasn't even super confident that, you know, I was going to get it to work anyways. So I think the conclusion that I've come to is we're going to swap the carb. Once again, I don't want to spend any more time on this car than I have to, and I'm already way over time on it, and I think that it's time to just call it. So I'm sourcing out a Weber right now. I think it's like a 3236, I believe they call it a DGEV. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, hopefully it solves the runnability or running ability, whatever runnability issues that I was having with it before. And yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to get rid of all sorts of stuff that I wasn't really planning on getting rid of, but you know what, maybe it'll make a cleaner car in the end. So yeah, we also got to put a new thermostat in right in here, and we got to get that rad in, which I think I have found, and I'm gonna go pick. All right guys, so just while I was actually filming putting the thermostat etc back in the car, I found a carb, and I found the adapter plate on the internet, which is from like Redline. Some of you guys would be aware if you buy Datsun carbs or Weber stuff for Datsuns. Unfortunately, the adapter plate to Canada looks like it's going to take about 3 weeks or maybe even a little bit more, so it's going to put a bit of a hiatus on this rig, which kind of sucks. But I think what we're going to do for now is we're going to get the rest of the shit done on it and kind of get it ready for just when the carb arrives. And then, yeah, when the carb arrives, we can just bolt it on, hopefully get it running, and then get it gone. But for now, we're going to focus on the rest of the stuff. So I got the just a little coolant sensor here to throw back in, and yeah, and I'm going to do some research later on what I need to remove. Unfortunately, I don't have a non-EGR manifold, so there's going to be some stuff here that I don't need, like a lot of stuff here that I don't need. I got my throttle cable here, and some of this other stuff I'm not going to be able to get rid of because I would need the manifold that doesn't have all the ports. So most of it's just going to stay. It'll look kind of ugly, but it'll do the job, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna thread this in and just get a few more odds and ends tidied up, and then I'll probably just push this thing back outside, and then the next episode that's coming will be on the blue car, and we'll do the bumpers and some of that stuff. So anyways, that's that for now, and yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Alright guys, just wanted to give you a little preview of some of the other stuff that I do with the Kyusha Limit and the website and YouTube and stuff. So obviously this isn't that glamorous, so it doesn't make it onto YouTube all that often, but what I have here are shifter trim surrounds for a Ken Mary Skyline. So this is a part that is no longer in production and is very, very rare to come by, even on Yahoo Japan. And if you do come across them, they're usually like literally $300 to $400 to $500 or more. So I got this part recreated, and then this is, I'm just going to show you, this is kind of what an original one looks like, if you can find one. And they're usually almost always like this, where all the chrome is peeling or pitted, and usually some of the, this one I think is actually, oh yeah, some of the tabs are broken off right there. There's supposed to be a tab like there. So yeah, I started recreating these for the guys in the Ken Mary world. They were designed by a friend of mine, AK Technologies, and then the file was, and then I print them and sand them, and then I wrap them in chrome vinyl, and what you end up having is this. So not a perfect part by any means, but very, very good. And this essentially just sits in where your shifter is with the boot, so you don't really see the interior edges of it very much. You just see the outer. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of show you guys. I've been working on this. This is an order of 10 of them that's going out to a guy, I believe in Saudi Arabia. So yeah, so if you ever need stuff like this for old Nissans, just hit me up. I'm always like kind of designing new parts or trying to. And they'll be on the kyushalimit.company.site, and you can buy them on there, along with things like, these are 3D printed carbon fiber infused polycarbonate velocity stacks, so those are on there as well. And yeah, just certain things like that, that if you guys are interested in, take a look at that. Just thought I'd show you a little preview. So thanks.